Hi everybody and welcome back to Angie's Jungle House. Today I'm going to be filming a little Q&A. I got on Instagram and YouTube and asked you guys to ask me some questions, anything you want to know. I was really disappointed in how many people asked on Instagram, which was this many. And I got a few questions from you guys on YouTube, so I'm pretty happy to at least have had some interest in a Q&A. For future reference, if I am asking for questions for a Q&A, it doesn't even necessarily need to be plant related. I'd love to share a little bit more with you guys, and I'll keep my eye out in the comments for like frequently asked questions. So let's get into this Q&A. So I'm gonna grab my laptop, and if you see me look down, it's because I'm reading. The first question comes from Pam's Planty Things. Love you, girl. I do. Did you ever buy a plant and later regret it? And if so, what is it? I don't think there's a single person on this platform that doesn't know my hate for the pink princess philodendron. When I messed up the last time I filmed this portion, I learned that I'm not going to be able to show you the leaf without screwing up this whole setup, and it's a whole mess. Anyways, so this is my second most variegated leaf now. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. It's this little splotch right there. Yeah. So anyways, pink princess philodendron. Here's the mother plant, what's left of it. Trudy kindly knocked it down the stairs. This is what's left of her. She's pretty much starting over. I don't know if you guys see all the green in there. Outside of the fact that the pink variegation on my particular plant, now mind you, it can be better on others, but mine just isn't very pretty. The growth pattern is atrocious. It just looks ugly. It doesn't grow in a nice pattern. It's a homely plant, and I don't like it. Also, the heart fern. That's another one. Mine are all dead. Even the one in the terrarium, like, figure that one. I don't know. Those, I guess, are my two biggest regrets for plants. But mostly the pink princess philodendron. Nope. And I'm an aroid girl. No on the pink princess philodendron. All right, the next one comes from Michelle Stash. What local plant places do you buy from and which do you avoid? Now this leads me to believe that she might be local to me. So we're gonna cover that. And I gotta take you guys on a nursery tour of the places that I'm actually horrified to shop at. Oh, that would be fun. We should do that. Okay, so anyhow, the places that I like to buy it the most locally, I do frequent Memorial Florists, which I've done a plant tour there. They have a wonderful selection. The people that work in the greenhouse are absolutely amazing and super friendly, and they have really gotten into more rare plants. And, you know, whatever takes the internet by storm, they're always trying to get their hands on something. They got the ZZ Raven in, and they had tried really hard for the Monstera Elbow, but that was a whole mess, and they got it wrong. The place that was selling them insisted they were elbow. They were not. Also, I love Schroeder's up in Green Bay. They are absolutely phenomenal. They have an awesome selection. I mean, I would consider it pretty vast compared to Memorial Florist, and I'll pick one place that I avoid here locally, and it's called The Plant Place. I do not shop there. I will occasionally spin in to see if they have anything that's worth fighting off mealybugs, scale, spider mites. I mean, their entire facility is just infested. I don't think they treat anything. I had my sensitive plant, which I got there, has mealy. I have only ever had mealybugs in my house once, and that was in a gardenia over a year ago. So mealybugs came in on that plant, and it didn't show up till quite a while after I had it out of quarantine, which is really super weird. But so far I've been checking everything in the area that it was and haven't found anything yet. But plant place, definitely don't shop. Home Depot and Lowe's I spin in. If they've got a plant that's worth it, I'll check it over if I see any pests. Same goes for Stein's. If I see pests, I just keep her moving. Don't even worry about it. But like local, I'd say the safest places are Memorial Florist and Waters Greenhouse in Neenah. He has a lot of really nice plants, and he's growing from like plugs and seeds and, you know, trying to make them as affordable as possible. So that's really cool. I like Brian down at Water Farms here in town. So I'm also going to be branching out and checking out some other places soon. Next question comes from M at Illume Life. What did you find, or when did you find out that you loved houseplants? Really great question. I found out I loved houseplants when I was kind of little. When I was little, in my room, my mom had this spider plant, and it's an old spider plant now. It's still alive. My mom got pretty neglectful, you know, having children and all that. So I started taking care of this spider plant, and it was really horrible looking when I started it, and then I put babies in the pot and watered it and took care of it, and I did really well, and it looked beautiful. I mean, it was absolutely stunning. And that is kind of what started seeding my love for houseplants. But. So when I was really young, I'm gonna say like 5 or 6, but spider plants are really fun for kids because you can take a baby and grow it and make it your own, and it's, you know, your plant. And they're so easy care. It's almost impossible to fail a spider plant. So that's how that started. Casey's Green Thumb. Okay, asks, also congratulations on your monster elbow. Which plant in your collection did you find the most difficult / dramatic? Heartfern. That I did not have long, couple months, didn't even survive my terrarium. Maybe it's just not my cup of tea. I also have, and this should be a pot of shame. I think I'm going to film a pot of shaming on my philodendron, my regular cadatum. It's just pathetic. And it was huge. Not like huge, but it was pretty large. I can get the Brazil, I can get the neon philodendron, but the philodendron cadatum, the just standard heartleaf green philodendron, I don't know what it is. I can't keep that plant alive to save my life. I'm on my 3rd or 4th one. And I just don't know if it's where I'm trying to keep it. That's a pretty dramatic plant for me. And the final question, it comes from Mom's Greenhouse. Are there any plants that you would ever own, that you would never own / dislike, and why? And there's a second part to this question. I will never, probably ever own an ivy again, a true ivy. I have my Senecio macroglossus, which isn't a true ivy, it just looks like it. They're so spider mite prone. They have a tendency to get mealybugs. They're too much drama. They source their own drama. It's not your care. I guess if you're not keeping up with it, it is your fault. But they're just so, I don't really like them. Just too dramatic for me. And the last question from Mom's Greenhouse is, what's your job besides being a plant and pet mom? I work in a factory. I make like ready-serve beverages, like bottled lattes. So I work a lot. Right now it's been 50, 60 hours a week. It's a lot, and it's hard to keep up with the YouTube, and I'd love to do more, but I think 2 videos a week is really just, I mean, absolutely the most I can do. I also, which is on like a temporary hiatus, I do do a little bit dairy farming on the weekends, but considering I work every weekend right now, I need that one day off to recoup, which is Sunday. So typically I am out on the farm on the weekends. I work, you know, from like 5 to like maybe 11 or noon, depending on the requirements, how many cows are in milk. That's a job that I truly do love, like 110%. I love getting up. You know, the first people you see in the morning are the girls, and they're ready to be milked, and some of them are happy to see you, some of them aren't. So I work in a factory, and I am also, I guess, like a farmhand. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A, and I would love to add, and I'm thinking about doing, this is like for future videos, I'm thinking about doing like a subscriber of the week based on, you know, my last week's videos, picking a subscriber out, you know, and if they've got a channel, kind of get in there, dig in, see what it's all about, and kind of call it, you know, shouting out on my videos, doing like a subscriber of the week. I mean, whether you have a channel or not, I want to see more action in the comments down below because I miss you guys. I do, and it really just makes my heart swell when I see all the comments in this section. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Get in the comments down below. I want to see you guys. I want to talk to you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, happy planting.